Alright, so this is Dan, the vintage RV'er, and see here I got my Allegro keychain here. Allegro keychain. And all my new gauges I put in, and the existing gauges, and the clock over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the, because you know it's a, I gotta put that transmission sender wire back up where it needs to be. But you know, it is a 4-barrel, so 4-barrel carbureted, not fuel injected, so you need to do this and listen. A little click. And then we go up to here. And what I do is I tend to turn the key one position with all the keys on it. I'm going to take a lot of those keys off, by the way. All these are the locks and everything else on an RV. So then we see this. That light goes off. This gets up to, you know, almost halfway with the gauge. And then she starts right up. Alrighty. So we do that. Oil pressure's up. Really trying to not get the reflection of the camera here. You can see my alternator's working. Let's go to this. The alternator's working because it's way up past the halfway point. My tachometer gauge, my tach is working. My vacuum gauge is working. My clock apparently is working as well. It is the accurate time, although the one on the radio is not working so well. I haven't set that yet. I haven't figured that out yet. Fix that a little bit. Okay. Oh, you can see some smoke coming out. Ooh. Yeah. When she warms up, it doesn't blow anything. For right now, she's a little smoke. See out of the back here, maybe below a little bit. It's only out of the one side, I notice. Well, maybe not. Yeah, see there? See there? We're going to zoom in on the exhaust. And it does. Yes, that's not me jiggling the camera. That is the engine torque moving the entire RV as I do this. So I'm going to go over here and check into that mirror. It's not so bad on that side because I put all new spark plugs on that side, so there you go. Not so bad. And there is the view down the RV towards the back. That's what you would see in a mirror, in the blind spot mirror. Then we go over here and we're going to do the same thing over here. What do we see here on this wonderful... There we go, we're looking down the end of the RV. Same thing here. And she'll warm up. In the meantime, I'll get the vacuum gauge. We'll zoom out a little bit and get all three. They appear to be working. So that's good. We'll go here and see the oil gauge, oil pressure gauge flexing a little bit, which is good. So yeah, kind of happy that all the gauges are freaking out. This one here, I had the wiring for the temperature, transmission temperature gauge was all like, it's really bizarre. The white was the ground, the black was the power. It was like, red was ignition, and it's like all like mixed up from what I'm normally used to on a gauge. But in this case, I think I managed to do it because, you know, when I shut it off, you know, obviously when you're standing still and you're just revving the engine, your transmission oil temperature is not going to get up much until you drive it. And but I did notice, you know, at one time I let it idle for a while. It crept up between 140 and 160, and it did pretty well. And then when I shut it off, you know, the needle dropped down. So, but it is cold out today. It's about 30 degrees, 28, 30 degrees. Well, there we go. It's starting to drop down a little bit in idle. But yeah, so I've been, you know, working on every little thing here, trying to get the fans to work. I know they're not squealing, so I know I don't have an alternator issue anymore, because if you remember in an earlier video, when I had these things on, they went and they went crazy, and that was because they had a low voltage situation. And I gotta tell you, these are great fans. They really blow the air. I mean, I've bought a couple of 12 volters, and this one here, this is like blasting air at me right now. And I gotta say, it's pretty great. You know, if I was driving along and it was hot and this thing was cranking, I would be pretty happy. And that one there, I gotta oil up a little bit, but other than that, it's doing pretty well. So, you know, pretty happy so far with sort of the retrofit, and I'm gonna be changing this out a little bit, probably upgrading this to more of a modern radio. This I'm gonna get rid of completely, but then over here I'm gonna be putting in a kind of a GPS rear camera view, backup camera monitor here, so we can see what's going on when we're backing up, because I gotta tell you, it is not easy when you're backing up and it's like, okay, my view's out the back this way. It is not too easy, and I've done it and done okay with it so far, not put any dents in it, but you know, you always get a little nervous when you're driving around a 30-foot vehicle that's, you know, about 4.5, 5 tons. Anyways, so I'll be posting some more videos. Hopefully the weather's supposed to warm up again to about 60, 70 degrees in the next couple days, 3 or 4 days, and I'll be doing the skylight retrofits, which I've got in the back. I stowed them up in the upper bunk area, but in the meantime I'll be pulling those out and we'll be installing those. I did a plumbing vent. We'll do another one and show everybody in video form versus the blog form. And if you want to get some more detail on repairs and upgrades on classic RVs, Class C or Class A's, and things related to, please visit my blog / website. It has a web address, www, of course, The Long Hauler, TheLongHauler, thelonghauler.com. Thanks again, and I look forward to your comments and your feedback. Take care.